And um, so nationwide, there were protests throughout the whole country, protesting against the Trump administration. It says here, according to Politico, it's the third mass mobilization since Donald Trump's return to the White House. It says here that large crowds of protesters marched and rallied in cities across the U.S. Saturday for No Kings demonstrations, decrying what participants see as the government's swift drift into authoritarianism under President Donald Trump. People carrying signs with slogans such as "Nothing is more patriotic than protesting" or "Resist fascism" packed into New York City's Times Square and rallied by thousands in parks in Boston, Atlanta, and Chicago. It was the third mass mobilization since Trump's return to the White House and came against the backdrop of a government shutdown that has not only closed federal programs and services, but is testing the core balance of power as an aggressive executive confronts Congress and the courts in ways that protest organizers warn are a slide towards authoritarianism. In Washington, Iraq War Marine veteran Sean Howard said he'd never participated in a protest before, but was motivated to show up because of what he sees as the Trump administration's disregard for the law. He said immigration detentions without due process and deployments of troops in U.S. cities are un American, alarming signs of eroding democracy. I fought for freedom and against this kind of extremism abroad, said Howard, who added that he also worked at the CIA for 20 years on counterterrorism operations. And now I see a moment in America where we have extremists everywhere who are, in my opinion, pushing us into some kind of civil conflict. Trump, meanwhile, was spending the weekend in his Mar-a-Lago home in Florida.